All right, guys. My bad. I had a lot of technical difficulties just now trying to set up the live stream. So sorry I am 15 minutes late, but we are here to go over the newest Blue Lock chapter, chapter 312, titled U-20 World Cup. Here we go, guys. We're finally here after so long. We are starting the U-20 World Cup. Now, let me just make sure everything is up and running on YouTube, making sure all the trouble that I had setting up the live stream was not for naught. But to quickly go over the last chapter of Blue Lock that we did, we saw everybody get together. Buratsuda came in, told everybody about the Buratsuda 3 and how they're going to play a role in the World Cup. And we ended the chapter with Nagi entering the stadium. All right. Perfect. It seems like everything is up and running. Now I'm going to just play some lo-fi to help set the mood. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Tuesday so far. I'm going into work as soon as this is over. Fortunately, today is not incredibly hot. Because your boy rides a bike to work, and it sucks when it's like 95 degrees outside. But anyways, I don't know if you guys could hear that truck outside. Sorry about that. But anyways, without further ado, guys, let's get into chapter 312 of Blue Lock, titled U-20 World Cup. All right, we're getting into it, and it looks like we're focusing in on Asagi, tying his shoes, getting himself together, collecting his mindset before the game. Focus on this fight. I'm a machine that lives for goals. As he lets out a deep breath. Eyes closed, man is locked in. But then he thinks to himself, no. I'm a machine that'll make Japan the best in the world. As you see a stadium of people going absolutely buck wild. We're seeing fireworks. We're seeing, I don't know, it looks like water jets going out, and everyone's in an uproar. Everyone's got like a neon light. They're going crazy. They're like, woo! As we see on the screen, Japan versus Nigeria, the FIFA U-20 World Cup. I wonder where this is. Oh, no, it's the Blue Lock main stadium. Why are they in the Blue Lock main stadium? You figure like the World Cup, I don't know, probably money. So, looks like we're now then. The opening match of the U-20 World Cup is finally here. Time to introduce Japan's starting lineup. Psh! As we're seeing more sparklers, more fireworks. You see Buratsuda up there in the stands drinking some champagne with some executives. And we're seeing people out there with Blue Lock jerseys. They're going crazy. They have their faces painted. I'm seeing a couple of Asagi jerseys out there in the stand. There you go. Right? Everyone's getting excited. And finally, first, the goalkeeper, Gin Gagamaru. And it's a dead obvious, right? But I love how my man's wearing the #1 jersey. As you should, King. As you should. And he's jumping up, and people are like, whoa, fireworks, this production is sick. We're counting on your defense. We are counting on your defense, God. And people are cheering, Gagamaru. Yeah, this man, I've always liked his character design. I'm glad like he's still in the mix. I think he's completely content playing goalie, especially for Blue Lock. Next up is the team's 3 center backs. The captain, Oliver IQ. I told you guys he would still be captain. He just conquers hockey, right? IQ is a leader. He is a captain. I would not have it any other way. It's not Asagi. It's not Rin. It's not Kunigami. It's not Karasu. It's Oliver IQ. So good for him. I'm glad that I'm glad the author decided to keep this man as the captain of the U-20 team. And Oliver's coming in grinning. He's like, yeah, I'm that guy. I love this guy. Oh, 2.black, welcome to the chat, bro. This ugly ass uniform again. I thought they'll change it to a new one. Bro, 100%. 100% I agree with you. I would have thought they would have done something sick for I actually prefer the actual U-20, like when it was Blue Lock versus the U-20 Japan team. I thought the Japan U-20 team uniform was cooler than the Blue Lock one, right? Especially now that like we've seen it animated, like it's okay, but like you guys couldn't get like anything else. You couldn't change that up a little bit. I 100% agree with that. But I mean, it is what it is. But again, super happy that Oliver is remaining the captain. But who are the other two center backs? I'm gonna say one of them is definitely gonna be Ryu, and it makes sense for it to be Nico. All right. Boom, there's Ryu, the magnificent back with long limbs and long hair. Jubei Ryu, center back, as he is looking magnificent. Um, yeah, it's motion saying I like the Blue Lock uniform more. I thought it would change to the U-20 fit for this. Yeah, I mean maybe they could have done like I don't know, like a collab or something. I don't know. The Blue Lock jersey isn't terrible, but it could be better. It's not my favorite for sure. And the next center back and the defensive line's brain, Iki Nico. And here we see Nico as a starter, bro. You're a starter. Like, he's definitely gone through a lot of character development since we first saw him in the beginning of Blue Lock, right? To now, my man is starting. I never would have thought that he would like still be like an integral role on the team. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy because he's a great player. All right, next, the two wingbacks. And now we see some guy like, tickets please. As Nagi's like, I used to be on the team. Do you not know who I am, sir? Nah, Nagi's got a ticket. He came prepared. And we see somebody up ahead wearing an Asagi jersey saying, dang, it's already starting. And we're seeing Seishiro Nagi slumming it with us common folk trying to get into the game. I'm not a member of Blue Lock anymore. Yes, bro, we know. Oh my God, how many more times are we gonna have to like go through this like sob story? At this point, stop wasting my panels on Nagi. I don't give a damn. I'm having so much fun announcing who's coming out onto the field. How much more are we gonna focus on Nagi? At this point, I don't even want to see this man until he joins up with the Buratsuda 3. Like, stop showing us his face. Because now I know Rio is going to be announced, and it's already going to be Nagi like, oh, it's Rio. Shucks. I wish I could be playing with him. Sigh. That's 100% what's going to happen. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it at this point, man. But I know there's going to be a moment in this game, and I think I said it the last live stream, and I'm going to say it again. I know there's going to be a moment in this game when Rio's going to be like having a hard time, and he's going to like look for inspiration. He's going to look up at the stands, and he's going to see Nagi. He's going to be like, my man, and then Rio's going to score a goal. Like, I'm predicting it now, guys. The parlay is there. All right. Oh my God, more Nagi inner monologue. I betrayed the philosophy of live for your own goals, then lost and dropped out, and now I'm here. In that case, whatever, bro. So the two winbacks on the right, we have the divinely fast Panther, Hiyoma Chigiri. And then on the left wingback, the cool-headed lefty artist, Yo Hiyori. Okay. All right, the two wingbacks, Chigiri, totally get it. Hiyori, he's a good passer. I get it. I think Hiyori has a little bit more endurance than someone like Kurona, you know? I think Kurona was just like the warm-up for Asagi before we got Hiyori. But I really like Kurona as a character. I hope we get to see him like subbed out in the game a little bit, because him and Asagi, they go hand in hand. And if we're gonna have Asagi score some goals, he definitely needs that guy, because you know Hiyori, he'll go for whoever, you know. So again, continuing on with Nagi. In that case, I shouldn't try to go back. Whatever, bro. I'll go grasp something new. Wait, what? What's going on? I lost. Even if it's lame or weird or painful, after seeing that side of me, I'm finally trying to understand myself. Hey, you, says a security guard as Nagi dashes for the door. And boom, goes right past them. I want to know the source of this fire. Hey, stop right now. Intruder on the VIP floor. I finally figured it out. It's not like I was fired up over playing soccer itself. Next, The midfielder is Tabito Karasu. First, the extraordinary assassin, Tabito Karasu. Oh wow, they're calling him an assassin. That is hilarious. But what in God's name is Nagi about to do? Is he about to go give his man Rio a kiss on the cheek before he hits the fields? Is that what's gonna happen? Oh man, yo, imagine Nagi just lays one on Rio. Is like, good job or good luck, and just slaps his ass. Get out there, kid. Go get him. I would lose my mind. I would. Blue Lock would be officially goated if that happened. I'm sorry. Like that would be crazy. Its motions saying author is absolutely dragging it, but 100%. But now Nagi's about to commit a crime. Let's do it. Nico, that Nico, what's up? Welcome to the chat. I hope I'm saying that right. Nico Denny. Its motions. Ref, do something. Yo, for real. And Two Dot Black's over here like, police, shoot this bro. Oh my God. No, you think these guys have guns? I doubt it. Honestly, Nagi's too quick with it too. He'll probably just like, I don't know, bro. They couldn't catch Nagi. All right. Oh, and Rio's already on the field. And the shape-shifting all-rounder, Rio Mikage. As we see Rio putting up his hair in the little man bun, right? Rio was the one who brought me to Blue Lock. But the fact is, everything went wrong when I tried to get fired up about being with Rio. Next, the yellow highlight technician, Meguru Bachira. So, wait. Oh, he's the left midfielder. Okay. And Rio is the right. Right? Okay. All right. That's why I won't keep playing soccer just to be by Rio's side. And finally, the two top forwards, the strongest striker in Blue Lock, Rin the Beast Itoshi. It's wow. That's what an opening. That's pretty cool. So Rin is obviously one of the forwards. That goes without saying. But at this point, not seeing Nagi here, I'm not Nagi. What was I going to say? Damn, I lost my train of thought there. If we don't see Isagi here, I would be very, very surprised. But like, it's not going to be Kunigami, right? There's absolutely no way. It's really either Baro, Shido, or Isagi. And I just realized Otoya is also on the bench as well, probably, because there's one more spot. All right. So I'm assuming this is Nagi still giving us his inner monologue and not Rin. It's not that I want to go back to Blue Lock, and it's not to fight Isagi. So here we see the Japan Football Union official's private room. Oh, we see Nagi as he opens the door to Buratsuda. The fire that's deeper inside me. Huh? As Buratsuda turns around. My ego's true identity. And Nagi's huffing and puffing. How'd you know where he was, bro? Finally, Blue Lock's shining savior, Yoichi Isagi, as he walks in as the other forward alongside Rin. Boom. My heart is excitingly screaming, I'm the center of the world. As you see Isagi's eyes light up because they were really dark as he was walking out. And now we're seeing Nagi's eyes lit with the fire of ego. It's that pleasure of feeling like a god. If it's for that, I can lose everything else. Hey, Chairman-san, is my seat still open? Damn, bro, you couldn't just like call him or something? I want to be the world's best. And then Nagi's saying, I could even destroy Blue Lock. Okay. Here it is. Nagi is officially going to take the devil's deal. The devil being Buratsuda, and he's going to take the deal to join Blue Lock once again in the knockout, or probably maybe before the knockout rounds. And Buratsuda could not be happier. I'm not going to lie. This panel with Nagi goes hard. The whole skull on the right side, like, Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Nagi's just saying, I want to be the world's best. I could even destroy Blue Lock. Yeah, the aura's there. The aura's there. So, okay, all of that was so that Nagi could ask Buratsuda if his steed is still open. And we all know Buratsuda is going to give it to him, right? That's 100% what's going to have to happen. Oh, man. Leo saying, "What's with the whole fire thing Nagi has? Every time, fire, fire, fire." Bro, it's the aura. It's aura farming. That's what it is. It's really nothing deeper than that. It's just Nagi aura farming. Um, I know there's one more page, but like I kind of don't even want to like scroll to the next page yet. But you know what? There's a lot. There's definitely a lot to review in this chapter already. Um, I will say I think that this is going to be the absolute last that we're going to see of Nagi until he joins up with the Buratsuda 3 and enters Blue Lock. Its emotions are already jumping ahead of me, bro. Kira, Nagi, and Sai must be the confirmed Buratsuda 3. I think so. In order to like have like an impact on the story, it has to be those three. Nagi for sure, and it's gonna blow everyone away. I think Asagi's going to be happy. Kira, it being Kira, is already like you don't need anyone else. You don't need to introduce new characters. Any new character that needs to be introduced will be through another opposing team. So bringing a blast from the past like Kira to challenge Blue Lock's ideals and try to bring his teamwork, cohesion, his Aoashi-ness to the field to Blue Lock is going to create chaos. Asagi's going to have to learn how to play differently. So is Rin, right? I honestly, I'm so excited that. And then Sai coming in during the knockout rounds. I think Kira and Nagi are probably both going to join up. Maybe by the time they verse, for sure, England. I'm just trying to see if whether or not they're going to like join up by the time they play France. Because let's be honest, they're gonna beat Nigeria. It's a wrap. I'm sorry, Nigeria, you lost, and they're gonna beat France because they have, or maybe they won't actually. I don't know. They are going to have to. I think you can afford to lose one game in this bracket that they're doing right now. So I don't know. Actually, no, I think they're going to beat Nigeria because if they're going to lose one game, it's going to be against France and England because we already have some kind of like familiarity with them. I don't think it's going to be England. I think that they win Nigeria, lose France, beat England. That's what I think it's going to happen. That's how I think it's going to happen. I just don't see them beating France. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. All right. Hold on. It's Motion saying I think so too. I think Nagi might sub in late against France. Yeah, sub in late. Yeah. I could see that. But right now, Nagi and Kira are both gonna have to beat whatever the Buratsuda like qualification selection thing is, which is going to be a joke. And then the second part was sell their souls to him, like their football careers, and then the third one was to like do their best to destroy Ego's Blue Lock, which Nagi's already like, all right, bet, yeah, destroy Blue Lock. I don't give a shit. So imagine Kira and Nagi's teamwork is going to be godly. Can you imagine? It would be so dude. They switch out Kira for Rio, and they switch out, I don't know, like Chigiri for Nagi, right? And then Kira and Nagi just go crazy, and now Rio has to watch Nagi play with another man. Rio's gonna go crazy. Yeah, that's 100%. I think Kira is going to replace Chigiri. They're going to take Chigiri out, put Kira in, right? Or Bachira. Either Chigiri or Bachira. I think it would be Chigiri. Take out him, put him there, and then Nagi's going to take one of their other spots. 100%. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Leo, welcome back, man. Even though I clown Nagi, I miss him in the crew. And I think that they are going to draw to Nigeria, lose to France, and beat England. High stake game saved for last. Oh, you think they're going to draw against Nigeria? I guess do draws equal losses in this like bracket thing? I have no idea how this is going to work. And its motions saying Isagi got to beat Loki 100%. 100% Asagi has to make good on all the crap he was talking about in the last game against PXG. Dude, I would love for Asagi and another talented learner to just wipe the floor with Loki. That would be so cool. Even if they lose to France, so long as Asagi beats Loki in like a one-on-one or something, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. The whole team doesn't need to win. I just need Asagi to win. I just need Asagi to win. And you know what's good about these games is like you can just score as many goals as you want, right? Because like it's not like once somebody hits 3 goals or 5 goals, the game is over. Like in the Neo Egoist League, it was 3 goals, game over. And then in like the second selection, it was 5 goals and then over, right? Or in like a lot of the Blue Lock selections. So, all right. Let me finish this chapter because I think I still have a page, maybe 2 pages to go. All right. So again, Nagi's over here telling Buratsuda, is my seat still open? I want to be the world's best. We're seeing this fire panel of Nagi. All right. And here we have the U-20 Nigeria 11. It looks like this is a 2-page spread here. So I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm not going to like do it. I'm just going to do it one by one. And we're seeing, damn, look at the guy with the buns on his head. I'm not gonna lie, I like the character design. I like it. The one on the bottom tying his shoes looks like a crash shot. That's their Bachiro right there. The one on the top right with the glasses, right? It's kind of giving Yukimiya, but with the cool headedness of Rin Itoshi. And the one in the middle, that's just their other Asagi. But then the shaded out characters in the back. All right. Oh, man. Look at this guy with his eyes, bro. He looks like a member of the Addams family. And he's just got his arms out like, sup, sup, sup. I love that. And now we're seeing Nigeria and Asagi saying, let's get crazy, Blue Lock. His name is Onazi. He is Nigeria's forward. It's Nigeria versus Japan. Two Dot Black saying that's I show speed, bro. Yo, that's so funny. But no, his character, I like their jerseys. Honestly, these jerseys, I think I like a little bit better than Blue Lock's, right? I don't know. I like the design. It looks like someone like tore through it. It looks really good. And now we see Asagi over here, like, time to be the world's best as the ego of the fire is burning in his eyes, right? And Asagi's got a wicked smile. First match begin, kickoff. All right, we're jumping all the way to it. Leo saying, prediction for group stage. France ends with 9 points, Japan 4, England 3, Nigeria 1. It's 2 top that advance to the knockout stage, so France and Japan. Oh, okay, so it's whoever like scores the most goals in all those games. Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right, if it's from a goal standpoint and not even like wins and losses, then yeah, I agree. So if it's top 2 that advance, I think it's 100% going to be France over England from what we've seen of it, because at least France has one of the new Gen 11 and England does not. And it appears that Nigeria also does not have one of the new Gen 11. So that's that. This was honestly a great chapter, guys. Like, honestly, getting the lineup in the announcements via the announcer was really good. And then, yeah, so getting the official lineup was great. Seeing Nagi crash out and like dart past security and everything, I really didn't know what this man was about to do. I'm over here coming up with fanfic like it's motion saying like, oh, Nagi's about to go kiss Rio before he gets on the stage, right? Obviously that wasn't gonna happen, but like if it did though, that would have been cool. But yeah, so seeing Nagi finally make a decision, but like doing all this, Nagi, you didn't have to go to the game for that, bro. You could have put that in an email. Let's be honest. Could have put that in an email, called his man up, ring, 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 ring. Yo, Buratsura, I'm gonna take the deal. But no, you're an egoist. You're dramatic. You had to go in, dart through the security guards. I don't know how you found this room. I don't know how you found this man. But Listen, Buratsuda was happy. He was happy to see him. Did you not see the smile on this guy's face? That was crazy. That was crazy. Um, so yeah, Nagi. For me, this is official confirmation that Nagi is one of the Buratsuda three, right? Because the author is not going to like make us as readers read all these chapters about Nagi for Nagi to like not come back. It's just like would not make sense. You know what I'm thinking too? Now that I'm like deeping it, you think once Rio, it's actually crazy how little we have seen of Rio, any inner monologue or anything. Like this is the first time we've seen Rio in a minute. I'm very surprised. Like, do you think Rio thought to himself, "Huh, Buratsuda 3, that'd be a pretty. I wonder if Nagi would like join him or like at least like think about it, you know?" So I just think Rio is going to be really surprised when he sees Nagi come in, and Nagi. I think at this point Nagi is like fully understanding. Like, I cannot rely on Rio. I cannot do anything with Rio. Like, I think that I think he's going to have absolute stellar teamwork with Kira. I think Kira and Nagi are going to come into Blue Lock because again, they're not the third condition, which I don't think it's just a throwaway line, right? Buratsuda is not going to be like, yeah, just be good and prove Ego wrong. No, I think Buratsuda is going to have some kind of like team play. He's going to be like, listen, Kira, Nagi, I need you guys to work hand in hand as a team because that is what opposes Ego's like egocentric individualism, right? Like live for your own goal. That's his whole thing. So Nagi and Kira are going to be like live for the team, score for the team, right? And Kira even said that in the very first chapter, right? Kira is all about the team play, right? Homie's been watching Awashi. But that's not Ego's thing. So I think that is 100% going to play a huge role when it comes to the Buratsuda 3. And again, Rio watching Nagi, his boy, play with another man is going to drive him absolutely crazy. I can't wait to see it. So yeah, good that we got Nagi officially joining the Buratsuda 3. The lineups are great. Really heavy on defense. Not heavy on defense. It's like normal. But they have three midfielders. Karasu is the defensive midfielder. Then we have Rio and Bachira as the right and left midfielders, right? With the two wing backs being Chigiri and Hiyori, which I think is really good because Chigiri's fast and Hiyori's a great passer. But yeah, having Bachira as a starter, absolutely genius. He's going to go crazy with Asagi and Rin backing him up. I love that. Also, Rin's nickname, the Beast. Great. I love it. I love the nickname for him. But I think just calling him like Destroy Her would have been a little bit better. But yeah. And then they're calling Asagi Japan's Blue Lock Shining Savior. So he's the Shining Savior. Rin is the strongest striker, nicknamed the Beast. Bachira is the Yellow Highlight Technician. I don't know what that name's all about. Rio, the shape-shifting all-rounder. Which, honestly, that's a great position to be in, an all-rounder. That's good. Do you think Rio's parents are like proud of him at all? It'd be like, oh, my son's playing on the main stage, right? Like, that's pretty. You guys didn't think he'd be shit, and he's doing pretty good. Leo saying, so we are all hate watching Japan till they sub in Shido and Baro, or is it just me? Leo, broski. I'm not gonna be hate watching because I know for a fact Shido will be subbed in at some point. Shido is an absolute wild card that nobody can prepare for. Shido is the type of person you put in the last 20 minutes, you're guaranteed a goal. I have no doubt that Shido is going to come in, and it's like the buildup of anticipation just to see him score another super goal. I'm so ready for it. Baro, he's another wild card. He's that joker that comes in and causes chaos within everybody, right? Like throwing Baro in there, Baro's taking ball from his teammates. Baro's like not about the teamwork. Like he it's hard to form a defense around. You don't know what he's going to do. Barrow's got that predator's eye now. Barrow is another one. Like I know he's they're going to get subbed in, and it hurts me that they're not starters. Not Cheeto, but Barrow. I like Barrow a little bit more, and it hurts me that he's not there. Guys, I really Barrow is one of my top 3 favorite characters. I think so. Yeah, hate watching. No, am I a little upset? Yes. Damn, this was for no action. This was a really good chapter. Just getting the lineup, getting confirmation of Nagi joining the Buratsuda 3. Which I think is a pretty good way for him to come back into Blue Lock. I think it narratively does make sense. It's not really a cop-out because Nagi has to sell his soccer career to Buratsuda, so he does lose there. But again, Buratsuda loves money. So long as like Nagi's not giving Buratsuda 80% of his profits, even if they split it 50-50, it's still better. But I don't think Buratsuda is going to be an absolute scumbag. Hopefully he takes like max 30, 35, right? Because he's going to get Nagi high paying contracts, right? Like at the end of the day, like we'll see. But you know what's funny? I feel like Rio, coming from the corporation that he's in, would just buy out Nagi's contract anyway. Rio will be like, Daddy, can you buy me a team? And he's gonna buy him a team. Why is he British? I don't know why I threw a British accent on there. I just feel like rich spoiled kids sound like that, you know. But yeah, I feel like the Rio Corporation could just buy out Nagi's contract from Baratsuda anyway. So like, I don't think it really matters in the long run now that I'm deeping it, right? Because Rio's gonna be like, Nagi, I missed you so much. No homo, but and Nagi's gonna be like, all of the homo. I don't know if you guys watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged movie. No, it's all right. But Rio, like, if Rio finds out that his boy Nagi is out here, like, selling his contract to somebody else, Rio's not gonna let that happen. That's his man. Rio's gonna be like, nope, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. So narratively, that just makes sense. Yeah, because Rio and Nagi, I ship them. They're my favorite. They're my favorite duo next to Rin and Asagi. Let's be honest. Rin wants to be with Asagi so bad. I wouldn't be upset at it. Or Asagi and Bachira. I'm just saying the ships are there, guys. Between all these different guys here, the ships are there. I'm telling you. There's absolutely no way nobody gets together. Sorry if I keep bringing it up. I love the fanfic. I love shipping characters too. Leo, I'm kind of vexed that these other bums are going to get a head start over my goats. My guy was on the billboards just to be benched. They used him. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Shido, they put him on the billboards and he's not even a starter. But Shido, I don't want to say he's like a one-trick pony, but like you can't keep him in the whole game, right? Like he's only going to be there part of the game. But I get what you mean. But Shido is 100% going to play in the game. But yeah, Nagi, Rio, Asagi. This was a great chapter. If I were to give this chapter a rating, it'd be an 8 out of 10 easily. I had a lot of fun reading this chapter. A lot happened. There was a lot to go over and speculate on. Yeah, this is easy 8 out of 10. For me, just I think because of sheer excitement. This was a great chapter. But yeah. Thank you guys for everybody who stopped by and checked out the live stream. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Like the video if you did. Leave a comment if you do choose to. That'd be pretty cool. Give me your predictions on the Nigeria versus Japan match. Give me your predictions on Nagi and Rio. And yeah, otherwise, if this is your first time joining the channel, please consider subscribing. We had an episode that just dropped last week where Corey, Kimmy, and I rank all of the Pokemon starters from every single generation and region. Kimmy had a live stream for One Piece last night. She is trying to catch up on One Piece, so she did episodes 5 through 10 of One Piece, as that was the agreement between us. And then Kimmy also is doing Kingdom Hearts 2 live stream on Wednesday. Corey and I don't have any live streams coming up this weekend since One Piece is on break this week. We just did our Sailor Moon live stream. So, yeah, guys. But thank you again for stopping by. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Blue Lock Chapter 313 next week. Tune in. Watch out.